Okay, what I was saying, and this is definitely my last video for today, but I just had to finish it up. I can't leave y'all hanging, okay? Well, we're sitting here and the bed's up and the tractors are running, the augers are running, the corn is coming down slow. Okay, crack the bed. We got the door of the back of the grain truck cracked about that much, and it's flowing, son. It's going good, you know. I mean, you just would not believe it. Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, Lordy. So we're sitting there and we're talking and eating. Had a good old Mountain Dew. Chris had his with Pepsi, and we was talking. And we're watching it, and we're back up to where we're behind the grain bin, right, even with the grain bin, so we can watch the inside of that truck. Okay, now of all things to happen, this was the nuttiest thing that ever happened, man. You ain't gonna believe this. We're sitting here unloading the truck. By that time the grain stops. We and Chris, we just look at each other, you know. Larry, he's out in the field. He's running the combine. I think he's like, I think he's in the second field over, matter of fact. I think it was out in the left-hand field. Yep, it sure was. Yeah. Oh, Lordy. Next thing I knew, the corn shifted, son. If you ever farm, it's the craziest experience you ever seen, okay? The corn shifted. Here it come all running down the back. 80 mile. It looked like it was running 80 mile an hour. Woo! It hit the bed of that truck, piled up. Next thing you know, that truck bed went. Where's my hand at? Right here. Boop! Like this, straight up in the air, standing straight up in the air, just like a missile, son. I was like, holy cow. Next thing you know, man, me and Chris, we threw our sandwiches on the ground. We were running over there. We shut the PTO off. We shut the PTO off. We shut the tailgate first. I mean, we had to. Then we let it eat the auger out and everything. We had corn. I mean, we had to shut the whole yards down. The whole 9 yards we had to shut down now. Corn was piled up 3 foot. Corn was piled up now 3 foot before we got it stopped. Woo! Son, I'm telling you that was a mess. The bed, we got it unloaded, okay, and we never got the bed down. I eased the truck up and pulled it over the side where Chris could pull his truck in there. I had to be careful because, you know, when the bed's raised up like that, it's straight up and down. Well, straight up and down. If the truck's going to flip, so all I can do is just go straight forward and take it easy doing it. So I did that. So while Chris is watching his truck unload, I'm sitting here and I'm playing with it and all this, and I seen this. It looked like a little square. It looked like a I think it took like a 1/2-inch wrench, not even that. You know, it had a little thing screwed into the valve. It was a bleeder valve, what it is for the hydraulic system. I looked over here at Chris. I said, Chris, something happens to me. It won't be no use in calling Life Flight because I got to crawl underneath this truck to do this. He said, what are you going to do? I said, I got to relieve the pressure. Be careful, son, because when that bed drops, it's going to drop. Oh, son, it dropped. I crawled up underneath that truck. I took that wrench, done it, you know. By the time that bed, whoosh, boom, busted my eardrums. Yeah, not literally busted, but you know what I'm talking about. So I checked truck, my truck was fine and everything else, you know. And it was cool. I'll never forget the other time, too, that we checked it. It was like one ring being to the top. I brought my truck in. Well, Chris was already there. He was unloading. He just unloaded, so I brought my truck in. Chris was inside his little trailer there, getting him a little sandwich and something to eat, you know. Oh yeah, he loved it, beans and cornbread. He just sit there and let the beans cook all day long, son. Put a little bit of ham in there, making some cornbread. He'd go in and check on it every once in a while. So that's what he was doing, because that was his supper that night. Hey Chris, if you see me, say hello, Bubba. But anyway, it was just comical. And next thing I knew, I had my truck halfway loaded, unloaded. Next thing I knew, it was like a volcano going off. You ever seen a volcano coming off? Corn was shooting out of the top of the grain bin, son. 3 foot high, dude. Woo! It's like a volcano going off, dude. It was awesome. It was totally awesome. Here comes Chris, boy. That door, like, boom. Here I am. I'm shutting everything off. We had corn around the whole grain bin. We had corn around the whole grain bin, son. It wasn't but like 3 or 4 inches around the grain bin. Yeah, man, so we shut down. We pulled the truck forward. He lowered his bed down on his truck. Me and Chris looked at each other. Well, what we gonna do now? Yeah, I don't know. It ain't pretty, is it? I said, no. It ain't. We called Larry on the radio. Hey, Larry. Yeah. Guess what happened? We told him. He's like, well, did you clean the mess up? Well, yeah, we cleaned the mess up. Well, I guess we need to shut down for today. Shut down, yeah, so we got to go down here by the other grain bins. Not the one down at the shop down here at Uniontown. We got to go down here by Golf Farms down here. You know, the one sits there on the corner. Said we got to go there and we got to set everything up. That's going to be a day. That's going to be a half a day setup right there. So, boys, go ahead, take the grain trucks, follow each other, head on up out of here. I'm going to park the combine. I will be there in just a little bit. I said, okay, we're going to do her. Chris said, boy, ain't this going to be fun. I said, ain't it ever, man. We're going to lose a half a day, man. You know, what else can you do, you know? We had the one in Uniontown was full. Yep. Right there at the shop, it was full. We couldn't put none in it. Then we had the one down there where we was at, across the Mount Vernon there. It was full. We're like, oh, man. So we had to go to the one down there by Golf Farms down there on the corner. We had to go there and we had to empty it out. And we had to go down there and set it up. Now, people, that's a pain in the butt now, I'm going to tell you. And then, well, we got that done. So that was good. That was honestly good. We done that. You know, we got it set up. We lost a half a day there. Yeah. Oh, my goodness, man. We lost a half a day there on that one. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, oh yeah, sometimes though. We honestly did. Yeah, I know. I'm probably boring you about all this talk about farming. You know. But it was all good times, you know. It truly was. Well, what else can I say, you know? I'm just, you know, I think, just, wow, man, and, you know, just thinking about some of the stuff we done, you know. Just, you know, and you ain't never had an experience until you get a loaded grain truck coming on and off of a barge from one island to the other one. That's fun. Especially when you got a loaded grain truck and you hit the barge and the barge is moving while you're trying to load this thing up. Then you unload. But it was all good. It was right down, the island I'm talking about was right down from the Slack farm down there. That was one of the islands we farmed. That's where we had to unload and load at. Oh my goodness, man. I think one of the, and you know, and in the oil fields now, we had some crazy things going on there too. And I think the craziest thing that ever happened, and it scared us now. I'm hoping I don't have to go to another part, but I may have to. Is it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then everybody had just set up the drilling. I mean, we're done this weekend. Okay, everybody enjoy yourselves. Go home, man. This weekend. We're not going to drill till Monday morning. So here it comes, boogie. Here it comes Sunday morning, right? Yeah. Hey, come on down here. Okay. I go down there. The key. Now, remember now, the key is not in this excavator. Okay? Now, this will blow your mind. This is honest truth. You don't believe me? You can ask somebody. Okay? And they will honestly tell you the truth. Okay? The excavator is sitting here running. Okay? And it's sitting here running.